Greetings, Earthlings, from the great cold north of Rochester, New York. It is 8 o'clock. It is Monday. And if it's 8 o'clock on a Monday, it is Mighty Monkeys Nerd World News. And I am your host, Harrison Ford. It's nice to see you guys out there tonight. I'm hoping everybody's having fun and everybody's doing well so far. Elizabeth Rice is on board. John Perringau is on board. It's good to see the both of you at this point in time in the evening. On Beetlejuice 5, we have our producer and director, Daniel Carmen. In the studio, the ladies of the Comic Chicks, Ann and Tanya. And just down memory lane, Mr. James will be bringing you a little bit of information about the Patreon blog and some podcasting coming up this week. Yes, we have seen the Ahsoka casting rumors. We will talk to you about that in a little while, as soon as I look them up and realize what the heck you're talking about. No, I did read that earlier. So I'm going to jump right in. Our top story tonight. It's not the Ahsoka movie, but it is the Flash movie. DC has announced they have, excuse me, they have announced Sasha Calle has been cast as Supergirl. The young and the restless standout, Sasha Calle, will reappear as Supergirl in the upcoming film adaptation, The Flash. Filmmaker Andy Muschietti revealed today in a video posted to his Instagram account. The director reportedly saw literally hundreds of actors to play the character who will debut in the 2022 superhero film, which will also star Ezra Miller as the titular Scarlet Speedster, and Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck each reprising their versions of Batman. It is not yet clear whether Calle's Supergirl will hail from the main DC Films timeline or from another location in the multiverse. Calle will be the latest live-action iteration of Supergirl, following in the footsteps of Helen Slater, who played the role in a 1984 movie. Melissa Benoist, who currently headlines Supergirl on the CW, as well as excuse me, several others throughout animated features. Set in the shared DC continuity fans call the Arrowverse, Benoist's series is set to conclude at the end of its upcoming season. You can see Muschietti and Calle make the announcement on YouTube. I would definitely look it up. It is a very sweet video, and watching Miss Calle's reaction is absolutely heartwarming and adorable. So, and I'm looking forward to seeing that because I've heard a lot of good things about this young lady. All right. So with that being said, it's that time when we jump from the top story to the dance studio. And out there on the new Nerd World News mobile studio set, ready to tap their little asses off, the lovely and talented Ann and Tanya. Ladies, take it away. How you doing tonight?
Yeah, no. We were just talking about those TikTok leggings.
We've decided we need them.
Yeah, we're checking our figure out in the mirror, and I think
if we get enough Patreons in the next couple of weeks, Dan and I will buy those and wear them on our video. How's that? If we can get, let's set a goal of say $1,000 on Patreon, then Dan and I will get the TikTok leggings and model them for people. Huh? We'll say $1,000 on Patreon.
10,000?
1,000. 1,000.
We can make that happen. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a special note from last week that I didn't get to do. Shadow Doctor. This is one of the best comics I've read in a very long time. For me to jump on Facebook and start talking about it is pretty huge. First print told me I needed to read it. I did. It is amazing. So it's years in the making. This is the true story of writer Peter Calloway's grandfather, Nathaniel. Calloway, a black man who graduated from medical school in the early 1930s, unable to get work at any Chicago hospital because he is black, and unable to secure a loan from a bank to start his own practice because he is black. He turns to another source to bring money in. In Prohibition era Chicago, the mafia run by none other than Al Capone. As Calloway himself says, on one hand, his story represents the promise of America. On the other hand, it shows the worst of it. So freaking good. I read it like 3 times, and I keep telling everybody, read it. Get the series. It's amazing.
Huh.
So this week,
The Amazing Spider-Man number 60, No Exit. Peter and Mary Jane have been through so much. Spider-Man has been a constant strain on them from day one. With the events of the past few months, is there anything left?
Wolverine number 10, just like the bad old days. Wolverine gets into a jam with his old Team X
compatriot
Maverick, but their union won't last long, as it can't break free from the legacy house.
And the last one is Future State Legion of Superheroes 2. There's a lot of Future State titles out there. They went from December until March, I believe. Part 2, the unthinkable has happened. One of the Legionnaires has betrayed the entire galaxy. Dun, dun, dun. The United Planets is in ruins. The team has been scattered across the cosmos. I like to put a little emphasis in there every so often. And madness reigns on multiple worlds. Now the surviving Legionnaires are just discovering the real truth behind what has happened to their dream of the new age of heroes. Don't miss the shocking twist, 1,000 years in the making, from the team of writers Brian Michael Bendis and visionary artist Riley Rossmo. So, yeah, we were going to throw them behind us, but that's all the comics for the week. No comic chicks until next week.
Okay.
We're still trying to pick a book to read. We might read it by like May.
Read this comic book.
Oh yeah, we could read the
You can
comic
start
book.
reading the series. It's
Shadow
great.
Doctor.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
Several copies, actually.
Cool. So back to you guys, and we're going to leave because my arms are getting tired from holding the selfie stick.
Bye, everybody.
Awesome. You guys did great. Thank you so much as
Bye.
always. We'll see you soon.
Night.
All right, my friends and family, let's jump over to the comments section at this time. Hi, all from Peter. Good to see you, buddy. Bill is making a prediction. This Friday's WandaVision is going to be Charmed theme. You know what? It very well could be. Elizabeth goes on to say, you should do a tap routine to the song from this last Friday's WandaVision. I don't know if that was to Ann and Tanya, who have been taking tap dance classes, or to Dan and I, who are going to model the TikTok leggings if we get enough support on Patreon. But I think we can take a look at that. Douglas Bose says, Vanity Fair did a piece on Zack Snyder hinting the Snyderverse might be back. That'll be very interesting to see if that actually happens. Terry Snobley says, hi, guys. That's awesome. Hi, Terry. It's great to see you. And Bill is offering a wave to Miss Tanya, or excuse me, Miss Terry. My bad. All right. Also, it's a good thing that Terry came up. I saw recently she posted something about supporting kidney dialysis. I believe her brother had gone through it. I'm hoping he's been healing and all and well with his new kidney because he had a transplant, I believe, about a year ago. Donated. I know Terry was part of this. There's a lot going on there. But it's a huge thing. It's just like it's the organ donor program. It's supporting life. It's supporting, you know, your friends and fellow citizens. Terry was just a huge supporter of that and made a huge sacrifice on behalf of people around her. And so blessings to you, T. And I hope that's all really good. And I hope I did that justice there. I know that you brought some attention to it recently. So I wanted to kind of put a little bit of focus on that at the moment. I did mention our Patreon. www.patreon.com/FC3ROC. Now, once a week, you will see a gaming blog there. It is written by none other than our legendary writer and staff member, Mr. James Irish. James, tell me a little bit about what you've got going on this week.
Over on Patreon this week, first of all, can you actually hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank God. We were having some difficulties earlier.
It wouldn't be us if we didn't have a technical difficulty somewhere along the line.
Yeah. So over on Patreon this week, Nintendo and Blizzard have respectively dropped a ton of news last week. And I'll break down what I think are the most interesting bits, ranging from Splatoon 3, pictured over to the side, coming out next year, to the return of classic 16-bit games from Blizzard's back catalog to consoles. There's a lot to like, a few things that baffled me, and a very unfortunate lack of news on the next Metroid game. Hang in there, fans of Samus Aran. Hopefully your patience will be rewarded in some form this year. Also, on Thursday on Gaming Street Irregulars, one of our many podcasts, Chrissy and I will be joined by my old friend Linwood Knight to talk about our memories of arcades. From those dark blue timeout locations at our local malls to the cavernous amusement park and midway gaming parlors. From New York City's much-lamented Chinatown Fair to the days when Chuck E. Cheese's seemed to be stuck in the early 80s. On Thursday morning, we hope to transport you to a simpler time of bright marquees, the sound of skee balls rolling down their lanes, and the innocence of never quite realizing just how much money we'd have to waste to get enough tickets to win that Donkey Kong doll. And how much this wound up costing me.
Oh, that's cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, James.
That's all I got.
Beautiful. That's plenty. That's awesome. So make sure you check on that on our Patreon. That'll be the blog on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, Gamer Street Irregulars will be broadcast on the Mighty Monkey Network on transistor.fm. Look for the links on our Twitter and on Facebook and spread pretty much around the galaxy at this point. This week, there will not be a FC3 Monkey Business. We had a couple of technical difficulties, but on Friday, you will have episode 2 of Dan and Chris Save the World, starting to collectively be known as Dude Tape 42. And if you don't understand what that means now, you will by the end of the episode. So look forward to that also on the Mighty Monkey Network. All right. Dan, did we want to disable punch that video real quick? Can we do that?
You want to do it?
Let's do it.
Okay.
We're about to show you something that Dan and I produced with a variety of friends and family around us. Oh God, it was about 5, almost 6 years ago at this
Something
point.
like that, yeah.
This was the preeminent. This was the first video we ever produced in the run-up to announce that Flower City Comic-Con actually existed. It stars our initial interns, our original interns, Kelsey and Emily, and we had a couple of cameos along the way. And the opening number, the opening montage, is sung by our friend Jason Carr. So without further ado, we quick video break with the video we affectionately called Flip Flop.
In the beginning, there was an idea, and the idea took form.
This was a long time ago, everyone. Remember that.
Yes. Our production
There's Blue Cross Arena, the airport, and Seabreeze and City Hall, Liberty Pole, Highland Park, Village Gate, Turning Point, Parkway Street, Armory, and Potholes, Durand, Eastman, High Falls, Rundell, and the Jiva, and Seneca Park for the zoo, Park Ave, Frontier Field, Charlotte Beach, Eastman Theater, Webster Arboreum 2, the Subway, the Freddy, Sioux Salins, and RMSC, and Aranacoit Bay, Maplewood, Rose Garden, George Eastman House, and the Strong Museum of Play. There's White Ladies Castle and Ellison Park and Cobb's Hill and Mount Hope Cemetery. Genesee Valley Park, Medley Center, but we don't go there 'cause it's scary. There's Wegmans and Wegmans and Wegmans and Wegmans and Wegmans and Wegmans and Tops. Wegmans and Wegmans and Wegmans and Wegmans and Wegmans and Wegmans and Tops. There's Susan B. Anthony House Planetarium, U of R Medical Center, Manhattan Square Park and Erie Canal, and then home to the Convention Center.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah. Do you think it was a fan film?
A tribute to our city.
Yeah, okay. There's really not that much to do here.
People keep saying that, but there's always something going on.
I suppose, but I'm thinking of something that could be for us.
Something that we'd find fun?
Somewhere where we can express ourselves.
A place we can geek out with like-minded people.
Exactly.
Something that appeals to all ages.
Yeah. Hey, I'm getting an idea.
Does it involve circus performers? Don't be ridiculous. How about performance art? Maybe.
Comic books. There would have to be comic books.
And gaming.
And fantasy.
And sci-fi. And anime! But where are we gonna find all of that in one place?
Well, that would be the quest, wouldn't it?
We'll figure it out after we eat.
I don't think that's gluten-free.
At least I got the thin crust right.
That was our first attempt to try to introduce Flower City Comic-Con back at the Convention Center.
Now, next week in the interim after James's blog, we'll run the Subway video.
Okay.
Let's go through all of them over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, Subway, we get the Enterprise, and yeah.
And then it's Subway.
Final.
And what's the last one?
The last one is
When they put the puzzle together.
Yeah.
We'll do that. That'll be fun. If you can't wait, it's all on our YouTube channel. Hint, hint, link in Linktree. Go there now. Well, not now. Wait about half an hour. All right. let's jump back into the board of things to talk about. Stephen King's The Running Man is getting a new adaptation from director Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright is developing a new adaptation of Stephen King's novel, The Running Man. Penned by King using the pseudonym Richard Bachman, the dystopian tale follows an impoverished father selected to appear on a government-run game show wherein he attempts to survive 30 days while hitmen try to kill him. It's kind of a grown-up Hunger Games that definitely inspired the Hunger Games. Now, mind you, this will not be a remake of the Arnold Schwarzenegger version of The Running Man. The book is grittier, and the protagonist is a wee fellow, while Arnold Schwarzenegger is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, now as Deadline reports, Wright will develop the story with Michael Bacall, his Scott Pilgrim vs. the World co-writer, and Bacall will write the screenplay. No word on whether or not the film will feature a Richard Dawson hologram. Presumably not, given the whole thing I just said about not being a remake of the 80s movie. But I say give the people what they want. So that's a thing, and we'll keep you posted as we learn things about what's going on with that one. Now, what else do I got here? I've got another thing, don't I? Oh, yes, that's right. We've had a paucity of Doctor Who news lately, so I figured I'd at least share this much with you. Guess what? There is a line back at the Build-A-Bear workshop. You'll have your good old-fashioned Doctor Who teddy bear, but you'll also have representations of 10, 11, and 13, as well as now a plushie Dalek. Am I a little bummed that there's not a 12? Yes, but we'll get over it because I'm an adult. Moving on. Moving on. Oh, hi from Connor and I. Yep. Hello, Gina. Good to see you. Batman John is on board. Hello, Batman John. It's good to see you, brother. Hope all is well with you down in the southern tier. And John Parangao says, of course, it's tape 42 because you guys are the answer to everything. Thanks, John. I appreciate that.
Another reason, if you listen to our podcast, you'll find out.
Yes. You'll understand the whole 42 reference by the end of the second episode of Dan and Chris Save the World. All right, let's see. Elizabeth says, this is the second run of Bears, so hopefully the next run will have a 12. Obviously, absolutely. And Gina says, so much snow. Yes, and there's more coming. All right, let's wrap up the storyboard for the evening. Moving on. This just happened this afternoon. Legendary French electronic music act Daft Punk have called it a career. The duo consisting of Guy Manuel de Cristo and Thomas Bengalter. I know I massacred those names. I'm sorry, fellas. You deserve better. They released a video dubbed Epilogue that includes text stating 1993 to 2021. Daft Punk publicist Catherine Frazier confirmed the band's breakup to Pitchfork this afternoon without sharing any further details. Daft Punk released 4 studio albums between 1997 and 2013, including the massively successful Random Access Memories in 2013. The pair, who famously dressed as robots, rarely toured, but made it count when they did. Daft Punk's 58-show Alive 2006-2007 tour employed cutting-edge production to create a visual spectacle. The duo haven't played a full concert since the end of the run. The Epilogue video was shared on YouTube without any comment. Both members of Daft Punk silently walk through a desert-like setting to start the clip and then look at each other. Then one member presses a button that activates a destruction sequence. Viewers see one of the members blow up before the logo you now see on screen, 1993 to 2021, is displayed before a Daft Punk logo. Finally, a choral version of Touch comes in as the remaining Daft Punk member walks off into the sunset. It's an 8-minute video. Track it down. It is really, really cool, and a very cool way for such a great duo that had such an effect on music to kind of go out in a really cool kind of like a blaze of glory action there. So check it out on YouTube if you get an opportunity to do so. This is where I remind you, all of our stuff, you can find us on Linktree. That's linktr.ee/Mighty Monkey. Everything we are is pretty much on that list. Podcasts and YouTube and Twitch and social media and our website. It's all there for you to check out and keep in touch with us as always. If there's something you want us to look into, let us know. And as always, we will definitely look into it. I'm going to check the comment section real quick here.
I think James has something.
What's that?
I think James has something.
James has something. Go for it, James.
Daft Punk question.
Yes.
Did they ever catch that leprechaun?
I don't think so. I think that's
after all, they were up all night trying to get lucky.
Yes. Very nice. Well played. Yes, Peter, I would highly recommend you watch the video. Elizabeth also asks, if it's true that he just has to be in a Marvel thing, then join Ming Na Wen in the Disney hat trick. Yes, that would be cool. Oh, she's referring to, I really do hope that Ezra casting is true, though, since it's perfect casting, Space Aladdin. Okay, and then she goes on to say, if it's true, then he just has to be in a Marvel thing to join Ming Na Wen's the Disney hat trick. Got it. Now I understand that whole comment. It's all good. As you can tell, the main studio is about to start going through a renovation here. I'm trying out paint samples. There's a new bookcase. All right, but the Lego International Space Station, I can point right. I'm good. I would make a killing as a weatherman. You know, Opus is still here because Opus is eternal. But keep an eye on what's going on behind me because that will probably happen over the next few weeks. Gina says, what's the info on FC3? I missed some of the video, the Con FC3. Not a lot going on right now. We did announce a couple of months ago that we've pushed the dates back to September 25th and 26th of this year. But as always, we always put the little caveat, this is pending to what's been going on with the pandemic. So as the news of what's going on with vaccinations and pandemic and herd immunity and all that stuff, as that comes out, we will always analyze and we'll always keep you up to speed. Is it likely that FC35 eventually becomes a 2022 production? You know, it's a possibility. But if we are able to bring everybody together this fall, we are definitely going to take a crack at it if we can do it safely. That is the big word. All right, moving on. It is time to say happy birthday to a few folks. Today would have been the birthday of the father of our country, George Washington, celebrated a birthday on February 22nd, but he's joined in good company by two lovely actresses, Drew Barrymore and Julie Walters. Tomorrow, speaking of British actresses, on February 23rd will be the happy birthday for Emily Blunt. She will be joined by actor Josh Gad and comedian Aziz Ansari. So when they light his candle, would somebody yell out, Aziz, light? Anyway, moving on. Wednesday, the 24th, I'm so glad somebody laughed at that. Wednesday, the 24th, we say happy birthday to Billy Zane and the late, great Steve Jobs. Moving on to the tail end of the week on Thursday, the 25th, the Weasley twins, James and Oliver Phelps, will be joined by none other than Samwise Gamgee, Sean Astin. Happy birthday, gentlemen. Hope you had a great year so far. And on February 26th, R&B singer, soul singer, amazing singer, Erykah Badu. On Saturday, the 27th, also another singer, Josh Groban, Kate Mara, the actress, and political centerpiece, Chelsea Clinton, will be having a birthday on Saturday. On Sunday, we round out the week with Patrick Monahan from Train and actress Allie Larder. If you're having a birthday this week, happy birthday. We hope you have a great birthday. We hope you're able to celebrate it with friends and family. We hope you're able to be a safe and enjoyable birthday. Elizabeth goes on to say, hoping I can get my vaccine soon. I work retail, but I'm not essential retail, so I'm not part of any current groups. I'm with you on that one. I apparently am in that same category. Hoping it will be soon. I agree. Friends, family, that's it. That's all I've got. That's all Dan has, and it's definitely all that James has. So the three of us are going to bid you a good night. You have a safe week. Have a great week, and we will talk to you again next week.
Good night.